Hello friends, it's Reza. Welcome to channel Reza Blade and your weekend quick and dirty review. I've got a couple of plates to review for you today from Nicole Diary. I don't know if I've reviewed their bigger plates for you yet, but they've come out with some plates, a series of plates that are about the size of Uber Chic and Lena plates. I have a ruler to measure them if you'd like me to, but I'm going to show you the plates. I'm going to show you some swatches. I have a couple of sample manicures to show you as well. I took it out for a test drive and I really like the plates. And then I've got the paper swatches so you can see how they stamp right out of the box. So join me and I will start without any further ado. So first plate we've got is L19. This is what I call a leather and lace plate. We've got some sort of some kind of bondage themed things and a lace thing thrown in here for good measure. We've got some mesh patterns, some with bows, some with lacing, some just geometric. And then we've got some more intricate lace patterns, the kind of things that would be on maybe fancy hosiery. Got a corset back and then some more lace. Here's a fun kind of finely, I guess netting, although I've seen crochet that looks a little bit like that. No, maybe it was, I don't know. All I know is it's not knitting. Then we've got a flourish here, the kind of thing that would be on the end of some applique lace. We've got some really neat patterns here, kind of chevron shaped for the center of the nail. And then we've got some sort of run in your pantyhose kind of looks here. That's fun. And then down here we've got things that might go in, down the nail or across the edge of the nail, the free edge of the nail, like a sort of a themed French tip. And this is pretty cool, although this wouldn't really fit on much. You'd really have to use only part of the pattern there. All right, and then these are actually 3 separate stamps. If you want to use them together, that's fine, but you can use them separately as well. Remember, if you pick up some of a stamp and you don't want to use all of it, you can take the extra off of your stamper with standard Scotch tape so that you can just put what you want to on your nail. All right, so that's the first one, and I'm going to show you the manicure I did with that one. I did kind of a bondage theme here. I do hope you enjoy this video. If you are enjoying it so far, please press like. That really helps me out. Also, I'd love to hear your comments below. I'd love it if you join me and subscribe. And you'll get notices about when I do new videos for you. I usually have at least one quick and dirty review a week. And then sometimes I add extra things like tutorials or... So this is a swatch I did from the plate I just showed you, where I combined the netting, one of the netting stamps with the corset stamp, and I really like how that turned out. I'm going to put these aside as I talk to you about them so that I don't forget, that I remember I've talked to you about them. So here is one of the shaped lace ones that I showed you. I did some reverse stamping there. I filled in the bottom there. I like how that turned out. I think that's pretty fun. And then one of the shapes on the bottom, I just showed you how this looks done to accent the tip. Sort of like a fancy French. And then this last one is that netting. Really finely done. I just love that. That's very pretty. It would not be hard to do a very pretty manicure, just boom, stamp. So I think these run about $279 to $350 each. A very good price. You know, the other plates, like the name brand plates that we get that are this size, they are around 15 each. So really awesome that we get them this cheap. I'm going to measure this one for you before I talk about it. Sorry about the reflection. I'm still working on getting that softbox light back. I may see the light at the end of the tunnel on that project. Maybe getting it back finally. Okay, so this is 3 3/4 inches wide. And then as far as length goes, 5.5 approximately, maybe a little bit more than that. So, but they're great versatile plates. So far they have 31 of them released. They are constantly coming out with new ones. So here is some of the shapes. Come on. These decorative shapes. These are really trending well in nails and manicures. These kind of decorative flourishy type shapes. Here's like a damask leaf with some words, some script. And this is some over mesh. That looks really neat. I don't like this one. You may, if you do. You are free to use it happily, and I hope that you enjoy it. I do not like it. I just think this geometric style doesn't go with the scrolls. And then we've got some more, just down the middle, some various flourishes. Really fun. All right, and then up here, we've got some more of this mesh with the flourishes. And then you've got a really neat sort of a European take on a Moroccan pattern. And here, this is lovely too. This reminds me sort of with Eastern influences. So here's some Near Eastern influences, and here's some Far Eastern influences. I think I showed you this yet. I don't know. But more mesh patterns with some flourishes over the top. And here are the flourishes, the swirls, and damask all by itself. And then this one is a little bit different. That sort of changes the tone entirely from the plate on these two images. These are more modern, kind of fun little images with flowers on them. Well, this one has a flower. And this one has a floral pattern here as far as the lace goes, but it's got a bow right here that you can color in with reverse stamping. It would look really nice. Here is some plain scrolling. Here's some scrolling with some script. That looks nice and fancy and beautiful. You could do sort of a mixed media look of, you know, those art pieces that are scrapbooking pieces, and you know, a little bit of painting, a little bit of paperwork, a little bit of everything, maybe some, you know, metal bits put on. Anyway, these mixed media art pieces, that looks like you could do some nails that are influenced by that, certainly with this plate. And then I've shown you these flourishes down here. Here's a great all over nail pattern. And this one is a nice negative space. So you could put like a sparkly polish underneath it and then put this pattern on top so that the sparkle just shows through here. And in fact, I did that for you. Let me show you. I guess first I should show you my manicure for this plate. How I did it, it's not as hard as you might think it was if you don't already know from looking at it how I did it. I did a gradient here and here, obviously, but as far as this goes, I put the stamp in like an off-white sort of a pattern so that I knew exactly where the stamp was going to hit on the nail, and then I blocked it off with Scotch tape. And sorry, it keeps going in and out of focus. I blocked it off with Scotch tape and did the gradient where the Scotch tape was not. And then I overstamped it with the black version of the stamp. So, same thing here. Although this one smeared a bit as far as my top coat goes. And that was, I think I used Sally Hansen Insta Dry on this nail. and I use Seche Vite on the other nails. So there is that manicure. I hope you like that one too. Like the video if you like that manicure. All right, we've got, there's that one with the bow. I said I'd show you that one. So there's that. And then here's the negative space stamp. I wanted you to kind of see how this looks. You see that sparkle just sort of showing through there. I'm a big fan of this one. All right, we've got red and black. As far as mesh and lace goes, that's always a good mixture. And then last two, we've got just a plain old flourish. Plain old flourish, oxymoron, bit of one. Anyway, nice and simple design. And then last, but very much not least, we have our kind of, we've got some dry brushing there or some sponging. I can't remember which I used. Probably sponging. And then I stamped over it. I really like that one. So all of that comes from just these two plates. So they are super versatile. And as far as the lace, twirls and swirls, and the leather and lace one, they're just super. I really recommend these, and I'll put in the description box where I got them, where you guys can get them too. And here are the out of the box swatches. I think you guys know that these swatch great from the manicures, but I'm just gonna really quick show you how well these swatched. This is L19. And look at how, this is just, I didn't even clean the plate with acetone. I just took the saran wrap or whatever the heck it is off. I took the layer of blue stuff off, and I just went to stamping immediately, and they look wonderful. Except for these, but I probably wasn't quick enough getting to the paper with these. I do that sometimes. All right, so here are the sort of twirly and swirly ones. The flourishes all over the place. You can see what these various stamps look like on the paper. Again, I just really love this one. All right. So that is it for this video. I would love it if you'd like the video and comment below, and please join me and subscribe. That really helps me out. I would love for you to join me every week if you want to, and click on that notification bell to make sure that you get all the notifications about my videos. Sometimes I release a video midweek if I've got something extra to share with you. And I really enjoyed my time with you today. I can't wait till my next video with you, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.